Hi everybody, this is Eugene O'Loughlin lecturing computing at the National College of Ireland, and welcome to my series of short videos on my how-to series. In this video we're going to learn how to embed a graphic web link into PowerPoint 2003. So here I am in my PowerPoint workspace, and I want to use some graphics to improve my PowerPoint presentation, make it look a lot better and a little bit more professional. So in order to do that, we first of all have got to find a graphic that we want to use in the presentation. Next, we'll follow a simple step-by-step procedure for embedding a web graphic into our presentation. And finally, we're going to end up running the presentation with our new graphic embedded inside. Before we go and look for a graphic, there's a few things that you should consider when you are adding graphics to your PowerPoint presentation. Unless you are a graphics artist, you will probably, for the most part, copy graphics from the web or from sources online. You must be aware of copyright. Search engines like Google warn you about copyright issues. We at all times have to be aware of intellectual property, of who owns the graphics. Sometimes downloading graphics can take up space on our hard drive. We may not want to do that, and inserting files from our hard drive can be a little bit awkward, and of course can lead to very, very large PowerPoint file size presentations. So we'd like to reduce our PowerPoint file size, particularly in the mobile era where people are viewing PowerPoint presentations on smaller devices, so file size can be an issue. So let's say I'm doing a lesson, geography lesson, and in this particular lesson I'm talking about the Ganges River, and I want to, at the beginning of my presentation, have a nice picture of the Ganges River that I'd like to show in my presentation. So I want to go over to the web browser, and I've been browsing around the National Geographic website, and I found a nice picture here. Here's a very dramatic picture from the photo of the day of the Ganges River in India, and I'd like to be able to show this particular image in my PowerPoint presentation, but I'm worried about copyright and I don't want to download this. This is a very, very large image here, and the file size is bound to be very, very big. So what I'd like to do is just to link to it from my presentation. So I need the link. So first off, what I'm going to do here is in the middle of the image, I'm going to right click and select copy image URL. So I want the web link to the image, not the image itself. I'm not going to save the image to my hard drive. I'm not going to copy the image to my clipboard. I'm just going to copy the image web address, the URL. So select that. Now that I have my image, I can switch back to PowerPoint. So let's do that. And in my PowerPoint here, I want to have in my middle space the image of the Ganges. In order to do that, there's a couple of things I need. First of all, I need what's called the PowerPoint control toolbox. So to get that, I move up here to the top of my screen, and right here beside all the menus, I'll right click and select the control toolbox from the pop-up menu here. This presents me with a small control toolbox, just moving it here to make it a bit more obvious, with lots and lots of tools, and the one I'm interested in here is down at the bottom right hand corner, and it's called More Controls. So let's select that. And this gives you a long list of controls, and the one we're looking for here is scroll down to Shockwave Flash Object. So select that. And when you do that, you can't see it here, but your mouse changes to a series of crosshairs. So I'm going to draw a square here in the middle of my screen where I want my graphic to appear. And when I let go of the mouse, it comes up as an envelope-like graphic here. I'm not done yet. There's a couple of more things I need to do. So anywhere inside in this envelope graphic that's here, just right click and select Properties. Now this gives you a long list of properties of the object that you've just inserted, but we only need to make a change for one. So down here in the middle, I have it highlighted already. The movie one is the one want to link to, and in the space to the right of the movie here, I right click and paste the web URL that I've just copied from the National Geographic site and press enter. And then my web link is in here. I don't need to modify it, I just leave it as it is. It's a link to the graphic. Close down the properties. We still don't see the link here, but what I'm going to do now is run the slideshow. So I'm going to go down to run the slideshow from the current slide, and it shows me immediately in my PowerPoint presentation the dramatic image that I have found that I want to be in my presentation. Now this image is not on my hard drive, it's not on the clipboard, in fact it's not part of my PowerPoint file at all, so therefore it's not going to contribute to a very, very large PowerPoint file size. And of course also I don't have to worry about copyright, I don't have to worry about intellectual property because I haven't copied the image. I'm just using a web link to it, that if my computer and web browser is connected to the web, that it's actually displaying this image here from the National Geographic web page. So I can modify this, I can move my image around, and I can resize it. Whatever it is that I want to do with my image, I can make changes to this as an object in my PowerPoint presentation. I can, of course, in other slides add in other graphics or embed other graphics from websites to enhance my presentation. So that's how you embed a graphic as a web link in a PowerPoint presentation. This is PowerPoint version 2003. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for your attention.